Hey there everyone! Welcome back to some more Secmodded System Shock 2. In the last video, we explored more of the med side deck, getting through to the crew quarters, where we found a keycard. Let us access the lab, where we found Dr. Grassi dying. He warned us to get away, and that they want us as a host. That's not very encouraging. In any case, we did manage to find some PDAs on him, some recordings, which gave us the key code we needed to enter the engineering deck. And that is where we will find ourselves. Let's go ahead. Oh, and if you had left before I had read the descriptions on a few of our items, know there was a bunch of panicked running around and killing hybrids as I was trying to get to the area we're about to start the game at. At the same time, trying to make my way back to the medical deck so that I could use the surgical unit. That was a bit chaotic right there at the very end of it. So before we get going, I think we'll take a few minutes or seconds and look at what I have so far for upgrade. So here's my current stats. Our current tech, we have a tiny bit of research. That's it. Our combat, we can use pistols, barely. And psionic skills, with localized pyrokinesis being an ability I have just taken. Oops, wrong thing. Alright, let's head on down to engineering. Thankfully, the load doesn't take too long. Some anti-rad, some alcohol. That was the last thing they reached for, apparently.
You're now on the engineering deck. Find the engine core and reset it. This will restore power to the elevators. I'm getting some kind of strange readings from down there, so keep your eyes open.
Make file, buffer.o, config.h, diet B&O, object file, header file. Did you put the source code in the headers? There's your, hey, you know, I'm a Linux guy. Not the best Linux guy, but I've been working with Linux, Linux OS for like the operating system. That's where all my coding gets done. And I recognize some of this stuff. There's F1, there's F0, F1. So this guy, whoever this is plugged into, has two network cards in it. PPP0, Ton 0. Is that a? I don't know what those ones are, but I recognize the old F0, F1 naming convention. That's pretty cool that they grabbed that. Compressed multicast. And I recognize what some of that means as well. Looks like it's in good shape. The loopback isn't getting any packets, that's what you expect. The other ones, though, looks like they... Oh, wait, is that errors? Oh. Well, a lot of errors on the transmits, but it's not too bad, I suppose. I almost passed by all this stuff. We get a medical hypo, 20 nanites, a PDA, and another swine keeper.
It's down to just a few of us now. Right after Valdez died, I guess I went a little nuts and started tearing things apart. But what do you know, I found 2 more rad hypes. Hopefully that'll keep me going long enough to figure a way past that damn turret. Who is that? Delacroix? Sanger?
Well, this doesn't look very healthy. Let's head toward the engine core.
Radiation hazard.
This is Xerxes. The coolant tubes are off limits to all personnel. To avoid possible detention and execution, please respect the will of the many.
The many is what they're saying. And I'm going to take a small break here to customize my controls so I can hotkey the anti-radiation... Oh, anti-radiation hotbar is already hotkeyed to P. I think we'll rebind it to Y instead, and the toxin can get P. I'm laughing because none of you could see my face that I had just made when that door opened. It was a real grimace because I forgot there was an ambush waiting for me there. So we have another crate here.
The radiation must have locked the protective seals on engine core access. You're going to have to find some way to purge the radiation from the coolant tubes. Xerxes is blocking me out of the primary data loop, so I can't get any information to help you. He's working for them now.
For them now. I guess he means the worms.
Hazard.
Keep your eyes open. You must find a way to purge these coolant tubes and get into the engine core. The ship must have some kind of backup system in place for just this kind of situation.
Do you ever had hypo? I'm so sick.
It sounds exactly like the guy whose PDA we had just heard. I guess he didn't make it.
Radiation hazard.
Remember that we haven't found the quantum bioreconstruction machine. So until we find that, if we die, it's game over for us on this deck. We'll have to reload. I do see the pistol. Oh, I'm still carrying around the old shotgun. And this pistol's in terrible shape. And it has one single bullet in it. I'll explain what that GUI is that we see popping up when I right-click on the weapons later. I'll try to summarize it now, I suppose, though. That is the new modification options that you have when modifying
You must move
weapons.
faster. Your mind cannot conceive of the stakes we are dealing with. Keep your eyes open for utility storage 4. I've laid in some supplies there. The passcode is 59004. Got to get to deck.
The Many demands the termination of this exchange. We regret any inconvenience.
I saw the PDA, but I hear the hybrid.
You need something.
We're doing exactly that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Ah. Wow, that was super close, Tim. We did it for a rad hypo. And 2 cyber modules. That's super wonderful. I think those were random spawns on him. Oh, what was the passcode that Polito told us? 1 second. Let's try to find out. 59004. Not the passcode for that one.
Before, I couldn't get rid of those jarheads from the Rickenbacker, and now I can't find one for love or money. That creepy OSA guy followed me around for 2 months until he got the hint. Now I tried to contact him to see if he knew what was going on, but all of a sudden, he won't return my mail.
Anatoly, you must open up the planet to the scientific staff of this vessel. If there is something down there, it's bigger than Triop, it's bigger than the UNN, and it's bigger than you. And why have you and Diego shut off Deck 3? What's going on?
Sounds like all sorts of chaos is happening on this ship. I suppose I'm kind of glad we missed most of this.
Radiation hazard.
Are we?
You're joined! Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me. That guy has things on my watch, but you're really fast. Oh my god.
Radiation hazard.
Holy crap. Pairs of them. They're scouting down here in pairs. Good for them. Or patrolling. The last group was one ranged, one melee. I think they can hurt each other, by the way, with their weapons. If they accidentally... There is friendly fire in the game.
Now listen carefully. The xenomorphs who have hijacked this ship are presumably from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. They've been able to infect a number of crew members through an extremely invasive parasitical technique. They've also demonstrated the ability to control the actions of others through some form of limited telepathy. Find the research soft, understand them, then kill them.
1 second, that music's a little too loud for my liking, so we're gonna lower this a bit. So we should probably look at what we just picked up. So we picked up a hazard suit. This actually gives us 15 defense, so it can absorb like a point of damage if we take one from a bullet or a hybrid's pipe. We have 75 radiation and 75 toxin resistance as well. That reduces the damage that we take from these things. I don't know if it makes us immune to weak toxins. I guess we'll find out together when I get hit by one.
I'm not sure what secrets you and your new buddy Captain Diego have got going up on Deck 3, but I intend to find out. If you continue to refuse to meet with me and my staff, you will leave me no choice but to register a complaint with corporate. If you want to take me seriously, perhaps Sergeant Bronson and her security staff will.
That's Delacroix. Good for her. I guess we can quickly search this.
Radiation hazard.
We can't search the body, but we can take the pistol. What does the pistol have in it? Any bullets? No bullets in it. Just the various upgrades. So what I should point out as well is that I think it's called the French Epson device, or Epson device. It's not as useful in the Secmod as it was in the base game. In the base game, that gave you one automatic modification on a weapon, and each weapon could be modified twice, with the second upgrade generally being very powerful, and the first one being so-so. So you tended to save them for the second upgrade. In this one, the only thing they do is, I believe well, there's actually two things they can do. You can tinker with them to produce something
We do not know death. Only change.
We cannot kill
Each other without killing ourselves.
Is your vision so small that you cannot see the value of our way?
In this game, they can be used with something else. I think maybe a repair kit.
Could have sworn there was someone looking for me. Oh, very good, sir. That's the triumphal way.
Thank God, it still works. They can be used on the weapon in this game in order to guarantee the first modification is unlocked for the weapon. We'll take a look at it together when we actually when we actually have some modification, or I find a French Epson device. And now we will respawn here. What you saw me do there is that robot is a service droid. When service droids see you, they will charge you and detonate themselves. When they get close, it does significant damage of the fire damage, and the localized pyrokinesis ability allows me to be immune to fire damage, so it's very useful for dealing with those things. In so much I can use it, it lasts for several seconds, and I'm immune to to being killed by those things. Wow! More random cyber modules. I'm pretty sure that was the case. What are we up to at the moment? 11! I hear the monkey up here. Nice! That's extra 25% damage. Let's us kill it. Oh, speaking of that, I guess we don't need the monkey brain any longer. And there's a security control station here. Useful to know in case I need to come back here. Well, actually, I don't have any hacking, so I can't really do anything with that. We still need to turn the power on, Tim, so that's not going to work until we do that. Let's take a look and see what's for sale at the value rep.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
82 credits for a Psi-Hypo. Or 18 nanites, sorry. We have 315, which is a nice number. But I'd rather not spend any on that at the moment until I get hacking and make it cheaper for me. I see the camera just barely there. Okay. Yeah, let's search the camera corpse.
This is Xerxes. Due to the recent confusion, there will be
help.
ship-wide census tomorrow at 0900. All personnel, please report to the common area of Deck 5 at that time.
Nice. 50 more nanites. What is that total? I think we've gotten 35 for using our side pole. It's not so bad. Another camera. Didn't even see me. Good. You can hack cameras in order to deactivate them without having to destroy them, and then you don't run a risk of something spawning to investigate what destroyed that camera. Security. Let's see if we can get in there. There might be weapons or something that we can utilize. Goes there. Perfect. Oh, this doesn't look promising. We gained a security access card, but that won't help us with. That won't help us here. We need an actual pin.
God, get me out of here! I've recoded the lock to this room. Maybe that will hold them. I'm heading to cargo bay 2. Come find me there.
Well, we don't know the code, so we're not entering this door. And I don't remember it from my previous Let's Play, so no cheating. To open a door that might have shut after you after you completed the wire puzzle, just re-trigger it again like that. I'm really nervous. I'm gonna fight a lot more of many more robots. I've only got 4 Psi-Hypos. Okay. We're going to do something a little odd and go back upstairs to the Med Psi deck so I can get the better pistol. It's going to take some time to do, unfortunately, but I really want it. Enemies like respawning in these radiation tunnels or tubes, so we need to be a little careful and listen for them. Is that another one? Good God. I did say they like spawning. We got 3 of them right away. Oh, did we not kill one? Oh, I thought we killed one. It might have been faking.
Radiation hazard.
It's pretty awesome if they can do that, actually. Now we took so much damage, I'm going to try to get back into the medical area. To get ourselves healed. First. Monkey, you can stay over there. You might have some potato chips, but that's all you're going to have. I think later on monkeys might have some hypos on them, but early monkeys do not. Okay, we're going to run all the way over here. Okay, and I think we'll spend 6 of these points on anti-entropic field. Let's do it. Done. Now we need to set that ability. So let's bring up our MFP, our psi. I think we'll make this F6. Now we need to get the pistol. That's going to be a bit tricky. I don't remember where we left the robot. Okay, good. Not here. So, this current pistol we have, we're not going to need it. 2 bullets in it only anyway. So we want the good pistol and all the bullets we can get. See, what did I rebind? I did not rebind my switch ammo. So you can use a hotkey, as you can see, to reswitch your ammo. There's also a targeting mode of a firing mode on most weapons. We can switch our gun to rapid fire or single shot. I'm going to stick with single shot for the time being. I don't have much ammo, so it's going to be really expensive if I miss a burst fire. Do I have everything I want? I think so. The reason I'm grabbing the pistol is because the armor-piercing rounds will be helpful down here in helping us deal with robots. 1. Actually, do we have a speed hypo? We should hold on to that, Tim.
Radiation hazard.
I hear you. Eyes are my eyes. I'll take them from you as I take your cigarettes, sir. You shouldn't smoke, it's bad for you. Yep, don't talk. No, don't talk, Tim. That's a good thing to do. Alright, we're about to enter some creepy portions of the game, everyone. So the cargo bay is coming up. That's where the girl hid in cargo bay 2. That means we need to go in there, and this is not an easy part of the game. At all. Let's see how well we do. I seem to remember a turret right on the other side of that door. It's gonna take so long to kill it with cryo. Alright, let's see. So let's pull this up and we'll use the anti-entropy. We'll try shooting it with normal pistol rounds. So let's go ahead and do this.
Anti-entropy activated.
I'm apparently not very good at this. Every point you put into standard weapons improves the damage of the weapon that you use.
Ammunition drained.
Nice. Good work, Tim. One gun turret dead. Oh, some Psi Hypo and armor-piercing rounds. Very nice. We desperately needed those.
Anti-entropy deactivated.
I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse. The hybrids with their pipes and shotguns, the berserk turrets, or our supposed allies. I don't trust those UNM bastards. I've got to find Sanger. She knows the access code to fluidics control. I'm gonna make my way over to Cargo Bay 2 to find her.
We've got to get in there and deal with that bot. Oh, it's gonna be so painful. I think there's laser turrets in this room. So let's use our... not our reflex. What did I key it for? Pyro field in case the robot... Actually, let's do this.
May I help you? Threat detected.
Oh, great.
Threat detected.
Okay, we'll hang out up here until the alarm's over. I forgot there was a camera in that room as well. Start getting ourselves healed. And just wait for this to end. This room is always painful to try to get through. The good news is that the turrets might deactivate themselves and that by the time the security active alert runs out. That might let us hide behind those crates and use it as cover to deal with them. We're going to be passing through this area pretty often because around the corner from it, is a surgical unit, and I don't have the key. So we're going to go all the way back again. And that's because I shouldn't have even used the medical hypos. I just should have ran back and used a surgical unit again. It's too late. Gonna run all the way back.
Radiation hazard.
I want that medical key because I don't think there's one on the unit itself. I can't believe I forgot it. Good thing I was talking to myself now that I remembered it. So let's grab it. And then head right back down there again. That didn't take so long. And we would have died there if not for the increased endurance we took early on.
Radiation hazard.
We died probably several times. I think we've been down to like 7 health or so. Worms in your head. Nice, some soda. That's 1 life. Desperately need it. But by the way, you might not be able to tell, but I love this crap. I love how difficult this game is, especially on hard for the Secmod. It is absolutely glorious. We're also getting kind of lucky with, I think we got some random cyber modules. Okay, Tim, you're going to want to deal with whatever hybrid spawned up here. Good. His back is turned. Thank you, sir. Oh, medical hypo on him as well. Let's quick save. Alright, now, this I'm not looking forward to. And we're just gonna stay here because I need to figure out where that camera is. Okay, there it was. And it can see us through the little cracks of the crates. The good news is that means we can see it as well. So let's see. So let's switch C F6.
Anti-entropy activated.
Sorry.
Use a hypo. Now dealing with... Oh, I used an AP shot to him. That was a mistake. You have 5 left, and there's another turret. Doesn't see us though. Let's inch forward. Nope, there's no more. There is absolutely no more. Please go away.
Anti-entropy deactivated.
We'll take the nanites. That is what I came here to use. Oh, look at this. A translucent oozing substance here. Alright, well first, let's go ahead and plug in the activation key. And heal ourselves. There's a scramble grenade here. Oh, yeah, Tim, maybe a scramble grenade at one of the turrets might have sent it, made it hostile to the other one.
Due to the tenuous situation as of late, I've ordered security defense turrets placed at key locations. Yesterday one went off accidentally and critically injured crewman Wells. However, somebody must have tampered with the Xerxes security subsystems, because now my technicians are unable to take them offline. Until we get to the bottom of this, I've ordered all security turrets recalled to storage. But now I can't get in touch with the team I sent out to do the recall.
Ah, looks like they were killed as they went out to retrieve the turrets. And all the turrets are targeting me as a hostile, not the enemies. That's a shame. So the gun turret activated. It saw me briefly. It's going to be tricky to get out of this room, if I remember correctly. Oh, we also have some standard armor here. Let's take a look at that together. So, can we actually wear it? We can! I didn't think we could. But I'm thinking I'd rather keep my current armor than the standard armor. It's nice, don't get me wrong, plus 20 defense. I think that might block another point of standard damage, but I'd rather have the resistance to radiation and toxin on me. I have 7 modules, which is not...
I'm sorry.
As sorry as you're about to be. Thank you for the shotgun shells. Nice. The turret just deactivated. But there's another...
Are we joined?
Yes! I'm here! Here! That's what you think! I'm a pro gamer! I can handle more of you than you think. Alright, so... let's use... Is it reflex I want? No, you want anti-entropy.
Anti-entropy activated. Ammunition drained.
Is someone waiting for me?
Please don't. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Fine. Okay. Victory. We have secured this area. Both of the laser turrets are destroyed. That takes a lot of effort to do. We get a maintenance tool for our trouble.
Anti-entropy deactivated.
Anything in the turrets today? Sometimes you can get lucky and get a battery. Not lucky. Alright, I don't think there's anything actually in these crates. They just form a little wall for you to plink away at the gun turrets if that's your strategy, which is mine. Alright, let's head on over to command control. And we get a brawn boost implant. This will increase our strength by 1 for a little bit. And we need a research of 3 to research whatever the heck that weird thing was that we picked up. I'm still carrying the stupid shotgun, Tim. We should probably leave it somewhere. I'm going to leave it in full view of this so I remember to pick it up later. I'm not going to have standard 3, I think, during our foray into the cargo bay. A monkey just died.
Do you not trust the feelings of the flesh? Our biology yearns to join with yours.
We welcome you to our mass.
But you puzzle us. Why do you serve our mother?
How can you choose cold metal over the splendor of flesh? But you fear us.
We hear your thoughts, and they rage for your brothers you believe dead.
But they are not.
They sing in our symphony of life. We offer another chance to join us. If you choose to lie down with the machine,
We will rend your part.
and put you separate from the joy of the mass.
The brain of the many is what that said. Very briefly.
They aren't making this easy for us, are they? I miss you. I know it's stupid, but I do. I think I'll wallow in self-pity for an hour or so and then write you again. Figures. I have to travel 67 trillion miles to meet a man. Once you're transferred to the Von Braun, everything will be better. I'll be better. I promise. Great. Someone's coming. Counting the seconds.
Oh, Jesus! Holy crap. I didn't think you were so close. Let's blow up one of these as well. Or maybe not. Can we blow up this one perhaps then instead? Nice blue radiation explosion. Making lots of noise, as you can tell. But I want to secure the room up ahead. I'm going to try blowing this up as well again. Because I'm going to be huddling near a corner, because we have more laser turrets right in this room. That might have done it. It did. Okay. Hello. You know, I can't think of a reason why we shouldn't just... That's so creepy. And you guys did a great job on the face of these things. They are terrifying looking. Anti-personnel rounds. So, I don't know if I've explained it, but the AP rounds, they do more damage to robots and cybernetic enemies than standard bullets do. And anti-personnel rounds do more damage to living creatures than robots. Standard rounds have no bonus or penalty to any one of those things. It's like someone started storing stuff here. 2 batteries and a terrible shotgun with no bullets in it. Batteries in this game, in the Secmod, I believe that when you use them to recharge something, they become damaged. You can then repair them and then recharge them again if you so wish. I think the last time I played through the game, I actually used energy weapons. I think pistols. Briefly. This time around, I don't intend to use them at all. We'll see how well we do without him. My chain smoker. What can I say? I need the cigs. The monkey was fading away. Look at all of them. I still need more cigarettes too if I want to recharge all my psi. Anything on this? Some nanites. More nanites and more alcohol. This must have been just what? It's beer, cigarettes, sodas. This must have, so they stored all sorts of different vices here and chips. Arguably nothing healthy for you. Did we search laser turret? Let's quickly see if we did. We did. Alright, let's go upstairs to the shuttle control. Recalc SSH, secure shell vector. Sync tachyon lock, evaluate spectral flux. Alright, here we go.
Not me. No way. They're not gonna get me. They're not gonna change me. Rachel? Kids? I'm sorry.
In our new flesh. We are.
Silence.
Ah! I think that was a good use of it. Our pyro field in order to deal damage to 2 of them. Okay, thankfully we take no damage from that, thanks to our 1 upgrade. We need 1 more of those. And now the area is finally safe. Thank goodness.
My duty is to the UNN and to this ship. But can I resist the call of the many? My father's weakness brought Shodan into existence. My weakness has invited these things aboard the Von Braun. Can I undo the wrong I have done?
Looks like whatever this is, systems monitoring unit, is missing a mainframe or motherboard of some sort. We have more upgrade stations here, but we didn't get any more cyber modules. So we don't have enough to take another upgrade. Alright, so now it's time. Actually, I probably should check to see how long we've been playing. I don't know if I have time to actually do the cargo bay. If we've been playing for an hour, I should probably stop. Let me come back down to this elevator. And we'll take a peek at how long I've been playing the game, everyone. Give me a few seconds. Okay, 45 minutes. We have enough time, we can probably do a little exploring. you know it's not going to be as easy as just walking into cargo bay 2, and she's going to be right there waiting to hand us the key card, right? It never works out that way. So we don't have a key card for it, but it might not need a key card.
This is Xerxes. Can you not feel the glory of the flesh? Do you not yearn to be free of the tyranny of the individual?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I hear the robot walking to our right. That was really close, Tim. These are storage pods, each containing a service droid. I think it will take just one service droid to kill us if it comes down to it. So we need to be a little careful here. Oh, it has been too long. I do not remember how these get wired. Not bad, right? Normally it would take you quite a few bullets to destroy all of them. I suppose you could just rush them from the quantum bioreconstruction machines if you just don't want to waste ammunition or what have you on them. I've always felt like respawning it in such a way over and over and over again is not cheating, but cheesy. Ooh, Tim. We have enough bullets for this, so let's use anti-entropy.
Anti-entropy activated. Anti-entropy deactivated.
A broken battery. We don't need that at the moment.
Oh, very good, sir. That's the Triathlon way.
I'm running back so we can hit the recharge station. Our brawn boost was running a little low. I should probably go and use the surgical kit in the other section of the ship. Oh, Tim. Run. Oh! Run. 10 nanites to reconstruct there. Okay. Well, it's twice, Tim. Dying twice. We have just about the same life anyway. We have one more hit point. We're just going to run right back there to use the surgical kit like I originally wanted to. A bit cheesy, but I need. This is the whole reason I came over here, so we'll take it. All right, full heal. Leave the shotgun there. Move this stuff around and get back over to the cargo bays. I think we have enough time to explore a little more of Cargo Bay 1. There was a game that did this. They had a series of tunnels and rooms with interlocking cargo bay doors, and you'd need to get through these areas to reach certain quest-related areas to activate certain machines in a certain order. And there was something in the tunnels hunting you, and you could hear it open and shut doors. The game, I think it was Soma that did this. It was really well done, because you could hear it moving, it knew where you were based on what doors you opened and so on, and so it was a game like cat and mouse. Like, you would lock a door, or two doors, so this way you would hear it unlock a door that you had that was 2 doors away, and then you would kind of know where it is based on where the sound was coming from, and then you would run in a different direction to try to lead it into a different room and leave it there for a little while so you could explore different areas. It was really, really well done. Jump will make a lot of noise. It will be interested. The robot's going to be interested in knowing what made that sound. It's aware there's something here. I'd rather not have to fight the bots. That actually worked out really well for us if we trap it on the second floor. I didn't see anything else up there that would warrant us coming back to that floor. There was nothing over here either. Right, we have another bulkhead to check, so we'll go check the last of this. I saw bullets up there as well. I did. Those look like armor-piercing rounds. And they are. We didn't have to walk through those. It's above us. Cargo Bay 2 access card. The whole reason we came here in Cargo Bay 1 was apparently to get that card. And 2 cyber modules. That makes it totally worth it. Oh, not taking that one back down. Make that jump. I like that all of the cargo bay lifts have the same wiring in them. That would probably make sense. They would be, I don't know if mass-produced is the proper term, but they would probably follow the same type of schematic in order to be constructed.
A laboratory worker from MedSci called me down to the vivisection room yesterday. He felt the lab chimps were exhibiting uncommon intelligence. I sat with one for 4 hours and tried to probe it with the PSI-amp on a beta-4 cycle. It failed to respond. I, of course, assumed it was because it was incapable of reacting to the sophisticated beta-4 cycle. But then, I realized it was blocking the probe intentionally. As soon as I raised the PSI-amp to attack it, the creature lashed out with its arms and projected a cryokinetic field towards me, paralyzing my arm. I immediately side-dampened the monkey and then stunned it with an electric prod.
Stay where you are, Beck. I mean it. This isn't something you can fight. This isn't something you can run from. If you love me, you won't come looking for me. Just hang tight. I won't let you down.
Delacroix was right. This ship was not ready for prime time. Okay, the automatic safety seals have shut due to the radiation leak in the tubes. I'm gonna head down to engineering control. I think I can use the fluidics monitoring computer to purge the tubes.
Okay, everyone, this seems like a good spot to stop. So before we say goodbye, I'm going to read about the other hypos that we've picked up and a handful of other things. I don't intend to do any more playing of the game, so if you don't care about lore, like you don't care about what some of the stuff is I just picked up that we haven't read about in the previous episode, thank you for watching what you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Otherwise, let's begin reading some more about what we have here, shall we? So, we didn't have any chips with us last time, so let's go ahead and read about a bag of chips. Krakow potato chips, voted the UNN's national food product in the early 21st century, are made from slices of common potatoes deep fried in hydrogenated oils. This treat is often supplemented with vitamins to boost its questionable nutritional value. When you need a tasty treat, Krakows are the chips to beat. Eat them by the bunch or by the pound to improve Krakows won't let you down. Krakows NeuroNet promotion 2111. I don't know, it doesn't seem very catchy to me, but I guess I don't know the song. Krygon Manufactory's Brawn Boost implant increases the user's strength by 1, burning up 1% of its charge every 8 seconds. The implant acts to circumvent many of the legal restrictions on athletic pharmaceuticals by avoiding any actual drugs, and simply stimulating the musculature with electric and magnetic impulses. Still seems like cheating to me. Like you would have a non-cheating group of sports and then the cheating group of sports. While nearly useless against armored targets, the Might anti-personnel round is devastatingly effective against flesh and blood. Nanites inside the head of the clip automatically sense when the round has entered an organic target. First, the head of the bullet fragments into several dozen pieces. Immediately, they seek the highest local temperature and, using microscopic pockets of gas, propel themselves towards the warmth and, presumably, the vital organs. Oh my god, that sounds just so painful. A magnetically sealed hand grenade containing an energy prism-like crystalline structure, which on detonation releases a burst of EM waves that scramble the data patterns of most nearby electronics. Practically guaranteed to scramble friend or foe identification, force the detonation of remote or similarly targeted explosive devices, unlock security crates, and scramble replicator output. The grenade may have additional unexpected or undocumented effects. 3-second fuse. The ElectroSim Type 2 portable battery contains enough power to recharge virtually any powered device. A small flaw in the discharge terminal prevents the battery from being used more than once, as it fully discharges upon use. ElectroSim has issued a recall for this particular type of battery. This item is not yet researched. We don't even know anything about that translucent, moving pile of flesh that we have picked up. A shiny new Game Pig TM entertainment device from Vortex Mechanics Unlimited, able to play dozens of different games, simply by inserting new memory cartridges. Most games star Grunty the Gaming Pig, who first rose to fame in the 2005 interactive entertainment Corporate Swine. Disclaimer: VMU is not liable for any accidents which may occur due to distraction from playing Game Pig TM games in a heads-up display. Oink. Oink indeed. Anti-hypos don't have anything written on them. The VitaHib Speed Booster Hypo confers 20 seconds of double speed. Popular among high school students for a dangerous street sport of crash careening, the Speed Booster Hypo can also be invaluable in emergencies. Designed as a quick fix for minor injuries, the ChemCal Medical Hypo injects a healing enzyme, which can make a crude assessment of the patient's condition and somewhat alter the chemical makeup of the hypo to fit the case. In addition, the hypo contains a mixture of standard painkillers and anticoagulants. Not meant as a treatment for serious injury, the Med Hypo will do in a pinch. The only downside is the rather sharp stick of the over-engineered vac needle, which was nearly recalled 12 years ago on its introduction. Strong litigation by Triop's legal department eliminated that potentially costly eventuality. Oh, that's a shame. So in other words, it really hurts to stab yourself with this, I think. The self-diagnostic medical kit is able to stop bleeding, rebuild damaged tissue, and even make rudimentary organ repair. A staple of emergency medical technicians, battlefield medics, and policemen everywhere, the medical kit will restore all lost hit points. Ah, that's amazing! And I guess we'll read about the last hypos, our nanites, and cyber modules in the next one. And the same thing with our current armor. Alright everyone, thank you guys for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care everyone, and thanks again for watching.